and shine. Even if it's dark, it's time to shine. It's your boy Mark. You say, stop! I got dogs in the background. I'm about to go beat them up, but... Oi! And now you're live with me. This is your morning marijuana motivation going on in the evening. Here Brazil time. I don't know what time we got, but this is what's happening, right? Hold on. Somebody's messaging me telling me this is a great idea. Choice. And then I got other people coming in right now because I'm about to teach English. So your boy Saint has my students. Aluno Inglés. Aluno Inglés. Aluno Inglés. Después. Amanhã. Ciao bello. These are my students that are getting off today because they were supposed to learn today, and instead they chose to go to the grocery store. So they are skipping out, but they want to start on Wednesday, and I've started a free English class here in Las Vegas, here in Brazil, to educate people. I love giving back. It's one of my favorite ways to give to people, Saints Giving. It's also one of my favorite ways to promote Jerry's Tacos, and it's also one of my favorite ways of reaching people. So I learn, one of my favorite ways to learn different languages by teaching English. Whatever word I'm about to translate, and I'm about to leak a really advanced way of learning English. I actually created my own way of learning different languages. It's better than Rosetta Stone. It's 10 years of experience of teaching foreign languages and learning foreign languages of how to sound. First class is pronunciation. Second class is conversation, and third class is idioms and slang. So what people mean when they talk daily. And the daily English classes, I don't know if you can see that. Daily English classes on YouTube. I'm sitting at the table here. Are a great way of asking a lot of common questions, and before you can even get to questions, you're going to have to know words, and before you even know words, you got to do vocabulary, and before you do vocabulary, you're going to have to get messages. Want me to buy for you? Yes, buy for me, please. Right. So I'm got people touching base with me here. They're liking up my post because I started a new business, and got Jerry's Tacos because they never had tacos here in Brazil before. So it's important that everybody gets a chance to eat something new. And this is about new cultures, it's about new learning. And it's so hard, so I say teach drive, to teach people how to stay motivated. I'm all dressed up, ready to go. I got my slacks on. I haven't worn slacks in a minute. It's been short weather everywhere. But the desire to want something has to come from within. You can't force the horse to drink water. It can be thirsty as fuck and still not drink the water. I've had so many people with excuses on wanting to surf, or they got colic, or bullshit, whatever. My pussy's bleeding. I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. That mentality, that drive to accomplish things are heavy in me. In this society, it's like everything just gets blasé, passed on, time goes on, let the tree fall. Very New Orleans style, where it's things sit where they are, and they're okay with them being the old way instead of advancing and learning a new way. And it's so hard to even get people to learn how to get a WhatsApp number. And then when I do teach them and how easy it is to switch numbers and use the QR code and scan it, they are shocked and teach other people. So their resistance is so high, and Gandhi will tell you this: first they fight you, then they like you. And it's unfortunate that even with Desire, even with English classes, paper ready, written down on my ready course, that I lost. Your boy lost his phone, lost his mind, lost the day, and then I lost the course because I actually wrote a curriculum for learning English. There's a little talent here for hacking the languages and being able to learn it faster by pronunciating it better. Now, I'm not going to get to do that today. I waited all the way to the end of the night because I wanted wanted to record this live on the YouTube channel. It's so important for people to learn English. And the reason that is because it's the other big language. The other one is Chinese. Now, that's a very difficult language to learn. I'm sure both are equally difficult, especially with different characters. But luckily in South America, numbers are the same, they're written the same, and the alphabet's the same. So at least we're sharing the same alphabet. And if you're sharing the same alphabet, you have the ability to learn a new language. And that's what this is all about, is just learning constantly. And I did this episode a couple days ago, but this ability and drive to want to absorb information and retain it is definitely something I learned in college. And a lot of people like to knock college, but it made me learn how to learn, right? How to actually sit and pay attention. Now, most of us are sitting, we're lounging, we're just relaxing, and our brain is in a different state of attention by being on YouTube's, like you are now, or any sort of social media device that we just numb ourselves and we just relinquish ourselves to the task, and we're just like, okay, things are going to be the way that they're going to be. I'm going to let them be. This is not the channel for you. This is the motivation show. Motivation. And to get motivated, I need people to, well, I guess they're going to need to do it for themselves. There's going to have to be a strong desire. And as somebody that's recently lost 30 pounds and slacked off on my diet and caring about workouts, I realize how easy it is to stay complacent. Complacency is a killer. It will always kill you in the end. And you like to settle in and be comfortable. And I know all of us, especially me as a Taurus male, fighting desperately for things that are comfortable for me. Comfortable girlfriend, a comfortable place to sleep, comfortable activities, comfortable friends. But I personally, your boy Marky Saint here, driven to do the show every day, driven to make Saints brand worldwide, have my ideas come from paper into reality onto t-shirts, and this is a drive. It's a drive to teach around the world and get people all the way that I can reach, preach, and teach. I don't fuck around, and I wasn't just joking about that. I wasn't joking about me being on point about my mental health. I wasn't joking about being on point about my physical health. I wasn't joking about being on point about my financial health. Handled all three today. And it's even more important to have mind, body, and soul, finances, mentality, and what's the other? Physicality. And then we got ourselves right here being reach, preach, and teach. And it's easy for me because I've taught a lot, but it didn't start off easy. It's not easy to learn a new language. It's not easy to adapt to a new schedule. It's not easy to motivate oneself out of the current comfort to get better results. And that's all I want for people, is everybody to get better results. I want them all to succeed in life and feel successful. I love feeling successful. I'm addicted to success. You can come get the shirt at Saints Addiction. But I'm addicted to this. This is what drives me. But it's also for other small things in life, like doing the dishes, brushing your teeth, taking a shower every day, common hygiene. What else? Communication. And how we communicate with people when our energy is low and we're never achieving anything and we're never learning anything. Our conversations become quite mute, right? We don't ever educate ourselves enough to get to a higher level of talking. And what I mean by that is conversations that are intellectual. That was some of my favorite things about being is Age. Shout out to Age. You guys did a good job for a while. It sucks that your glass convention is not over, but shout out to Glass Vegas. But it's not about that was a free shout out right in the middle of my show. It's not about, I lost my train of thought. Fucking stoner. I was on a roll. About being driven and having a new routine. And it's not about, I don't know what I was saying with that, but I definitely want to convey that it is about us changing our patterns, right? Because all of us are, in essence, a sequence of patterns, and your routine more than anyone else. And to adjust the routine is one of the hardest things to do with mammals, man. I don't know, cows, monkeys, humans. We tend to use pain as a reinforcer instead of reward. And I wanted people to positively reinforce themselves. This is a psychology trick that I practice with myself, but giving myself treats like the meal I'm about to get because I did teach and I'm ready to teach and set up. Well, I guess I just didn't get to teach. I'm still driven to teach, even everybody else is slacking off. I'm still driven to start businesses, even though I'm not even from here. Started from nothing, try to prove people all the time, started from nothing. Saints Addiction, started from nothing. It's still almost nothing, 3,000 followers. It's not got 3 million, I don't have 30,000. I'm at 3,000 followers, and I think it's more like 2,997 or 87 or something. So, when I'm driven to keep up with what I got going on, I call it Saints Addiction for a reason. I turn my addictions into my desire, and more than a desire to just scratch the subsurface itch, but it was a drive to have more out of my life, to travel to worlds I never seen before, to get my body back in a shape I've never seen before. Thy eyes have seen the glory. I wanted my eyes to be in front of the Great Wall of China. I want my eyes to be in front of Machu Picchu. I wanted my eyes to be in front of whatever I wanted to be in front of, and to empower my life so I can do that and do my business from overseas and run multiple businesses internationally and not have any stop, because I never wanted to stop. I never wanted to. Every desire, every thought was going to be fulfilled. If I was going to have the vision, I was going to follow through with the vision and give as much effort as possible, more than the effort I would have given to chase drugs and the other addictions that I was having. So if I was so driven to get the cocaine, I should be so driven to make the shirt and to stay creative and stay positive instead of in that dark side that was driving me to a life that really wasn't comfortable to exist in. And I think we've all been there with suicidal thoughts, anxiety, depression, these areas nobody wanted to talk about. And they're like, you sure you want to call it addiction? And I'm like, man, this is a truth. You know, I mean, we all have a family member. We're all addicts. Are you coming in? Oh, wow. My wallet's in the back of the room. I'm on live, so it's in my bag. Thank you. Chicken stroganoff, if you can find it. That'd be awesome. I'm starving. We were supposed to make tacos, and they're still frozen. So certain things I can't push past, like frozen meat, and certain things I can't push past is lazy Brazilians. And you know, the attitude of it. You know, the attitude that, you know, I just got to be cute. That's all I got to do in my life is just be cute, and that's enough. Or just surf all day, or, you know, it can't be all play. And I hate using the word can't, because I love having 80% of my life play, and I live it like that, surfing and working out and being on a beach. But that 20%, that real hustle, where it's time to suit up and get in a game and get in a mindset, I don't think many of us live in that world. I don't think we really live in a world enough to get ourselves going. So, is that enough? Or do you want my card?
I don't know.
I don't know how much chicken stroganoff is. I'm starving. Please find it, but if not, I gotta eat a burger again, and I want to eat something healthy. So, but there's no code.
Yeah.
You got this. So, oh shit! I got another thing of money. It's 40 reais. That's enough for a haircut. Anybody wants to learn denominations, 20 is $4. So it's about $8 haircut, $10 haircut. Not bad. If it's 5 times the amount, so 1 for 5. 5 divided by 20 is $4. So anyway, I'll be teaching more about travel later on Travel by Saints. There's so many hacks that I've learned being a worldwide traveler, traveling professional, and I want to educate people on that, because the more people that are educated are going to come and actually visit these places. And that's something that I highly encourage, to enrich one's own life and to enrich someone else's life. And that's the best part about Saints Giving, is when you bless someone with education, you give them knowledge that they didn't have before. And knowledge is the best thing that we have in front of us. It's right here on your phone, and now you're on the learning channel. At least you're on my channel. But there's a lot of people that don't tune in. They're tuned out. They can't wait to tune out. They can't wait to tune out of college. They can't wait to tune out of thought. They can't wait to tune out of their lives. They're on the social media just being numb. And I'm telling you, a numb life is not a real life. And if I'm trying to teach real life is my abs being sore because I'm on the board. I'm getting new abs, and I can feel it on my ribs, a bruising, because I'm on a board. And boom, baby, boom. Got Benny Mac in the house, live from New Zealand. We're going to have to do a show together soon, bro. I want to get in other people's shows and get this YouTube channel going. So, again, drive. I can't teach drive, but I can't make people want the knowledge. But I will tell you that my life is blessed because of knowledge. Because I went to college I paid my own way and finished a degree. I wanted to see the world and not hold back from anything. The possibilities of going to visit my friend in New Zealand is not a possibility. It's almost a done deal. And I have to say almost, because I haven't done it yet. But I make sure that the things I haven't done get done, like surfing, or horseback riding or any other realm that I had to push myself into that I had zero knowledge of. I have to stress that, zero knowledge, because I'm teaching today, starting from zero, starting businesses from zero, starting knowledge from zero, starting travel from zero, to get people up to that level and skip the learning curve, the little slow learning curve that all of us like to follow, the pain curve, and get to the source, our source of our lives. Our lives are so amazing, for us to be able to be free and to explore and feel. And that sensation I really want all human beings to have. And the only true way I know how to do that is education. If you don't know what you don't know, then that's a dangerous thing. But if you educate yourself, then you can learn financial freedom, financial literacy, the way people talk about money, the way money works. Most of that's what people are waiting on. They're like, just give me money. Well, if I gave you money, you would just spend it. And most rich people believe this. That you would just snort it, and they just wasted that money. And they know that compound interest and keeping money makes more money. So that's the ice cold definition of business, is when most people are willing to keep resources away from you so you have less resources. And that's not what I'm doing here. This is the exact opposite. Teaching is giving. Teaching is giving you the resources so you can make more resources, and that makes it a win-win. So not only do I get to learn the language faster, and I get to make friends and promote Jerry's Tacos, I also bond with another soul. And like I tell people, I've had over 1,000 students in my life, and it's been the blessing of my life to be able to be touched by so many people. And yes, I said touched, not in a perverted way, but in a spiritual way, when a blessing that you light someone up, their heart chakras open up, their third eye opens up. Can we do this? Can we do a halo? Can we do a third eye? Can we do a heart? I don't know. Anyway, so this thing's knowledge. Yes, all of them. I'm spitting it right now, bro. It's funny that you're making comments, but I can't see you in the likes. So if I don't see the comments or I don't see any viewers, don't take it wrong. I'm just trying to give out the information. That's the preach part of the teach. So when we're teaching, people have a way of advancing each other. There's not really much different from what's going on from around you. Like Steve Jobs said, everything around you's been created by someone no smarter than you. So giving ourselves a chance to be smart, to be intellectual, to learn something new is bravery. And to have that desire, that gumption to want the knowledge and make it something that we want to do in the future, it has to be out there like a carrot. It has to have some sort of desire. And that part I can't teach. This little spark that I try to inspire, and I do inspire, not try, I inspire. People tell me all the time, man, I love you, you inspire me, I appreciate you. And that drives me even more. You need it sometimes. You're going to need positive reinforcement. Like I said, that's what I'm learning from. Instead of a pain reinforcer where, oh man, I'm getting stabbed again. Oh, my bills. It's like all these things are a negative cycle that never has made you any healthier. And you're busting your ass doing abs at 6 a.m., 6 p.m. every day. But you're stressed the fuck out, and it's fucking with your gains or your losses of weight or whatever. And I personally had, can I say had now? I had a stress belly. And there's different ways our fat comes around different mammals, but there's literally people that hold stress and fat in a certain area of their bodies, and they tested it. So when we jump out of bed and we're in emergency mode, we're constantly pumping cortisol and anxiety, and almost addicted to it, because I've talked about people being addicted to anxiety and addicted to drama. And when I pulled the plug on one girl the other day, did I tell you what happened to my boy toy? And I was like, do I want to even know this information in my head? And it shut it down, and it got weird, but it's like, I'm stopping the cycle of you constantly complaining or telling me the updates of your drama. I'm not in I'm not in a soap opera. This isn't a TV channel that I choose. I choose what information goes in my head. And if I start hearing politics or bullshit or negativity, it's time to cut it out and get back on stuff that's fun and positive and leads us forward. And that's all I wanted to explain to people, is like, when I'm in that mode, and when we all get in that mode, the acceptance of willing humbleness to accept knowledge, I made everybody into my teacher. After I dropped my ego, I stopped being the know-it-all to everyone can teach me. And that's transformed my life. Like, shut up. I already know my own stories. I already know my own opinions. I already know my own reactions. Been doing it for a while, but I don't know your reactions. I don't know the new information. And that is what I'm seeking, is that new, where it's just like, oh man, I can speak Portuguese now. I can add a 10th language to my brain. I can travel the world, just keep learning languages. I can go anywhere I want to go. I just have to use my brain. And that's something that I want everyone to have, is that freedom to outthink their troubles, to outwit other people trying to take advantage of them. Don't want their ignorance to be there anymore. I don't want their ignorance to be a detriment to their lives. And that's something that only education can bring. So bring you out of poverty, bring you more business. Like I tell all my students, you start translating to the foreigners. Oi, oi! Oi! I'm translating to foreigners because they're going to speak English. Stop! And then what else? Just enlightening lives, because that's what saints do. We light up the world, and our halo glows, our inner hearts glow, our lives glow with love and appreciation and respect. And that's, I think, the better desire than cocaine, alcohol, and nicotine. So to love ourselves is by loving other people too. Being able to share the love that you give yourself to other people, not just to yourself. It's we over me. Is how we going to achieve things in this world. And together, on each other's shoulders, we stand tall. And that's how I learn languages faster. That's how I make friends faster. That's how I make a side income. And that's how I travel the world. So I've traveled the world for 10 years, being able to teach English anywhere that they want it, pop up in there, pay for my stay, pay for my everything. What a blessing. And then I wanted my business to work around Saints Addiction. I wanted it to work around my drive, my energy to get things that I want in my life and put some energy behind it, and also travel, and also pay its way, residually income, to take care of me to be able to do this internationally. So the phone quality is bad because the other phone got lost, but I can still do the show live. I had to earn the ability to go live on Google, which took forever, but now I have it, and now I'm live, and now I'm teaching English in foreign countries and making a passive income so that I can continue to eat every day, and then also start up new businesses. So I have businesses internationally of all sorts of businesses, all different ideas and backgrounds and reasons for it. So I'm grateful, and I pinch myself when I get to live this life and have my friends come and get food for me, and I have a safe family upstairs, and clean kitchen to cook in, and a back room that's clean, a roof over my head, and I'm all in front of so many awesome natural sights and natural wonders and wilderness and creatures and animals and freedom and fresh air and beaches and sand and business opportunities to the friends to do tours on the sand, and to be able to offer that to other friends. And now my other friends got jet skis there in Las Vegas, and we can do anything we want to do. My friends are running the city in Boulder City. Like he's gonna be the mayor. It's like we can do anything we want to do as long as we put our minds to it, and not give our minds over to the social media, not give our minds over to media, not give our minds over to arguments, not give our minds over to depression. And that's one of the ones I battled the most. So that's why we talk about this. I didn't want to call it Saints Depression because nobody would have bought that shirt. But yeah, your boy still has to battle depression. And no matter how awesome I am or my life is, or I do push-ups or anything like that, I have to constantly, daily remind myself, get in my driver's seat, drive this movie called my life, and make it what I willed it to be. And that's the awesome thing to be able to do, is will it. Will it. You want to learn a different language? Will it. Push yourself to go to classes. Even I put it out for a free class for people to learn. Nobody showed up. Nobody had the desire. No one took me up. No one grabbed a pen and paper. And that's exactly what happens. Hear me on this. 98% of you probably didn't watch it till the 24th minute, but the jewels came at the end, because that's what they talk about. Tai Lopez going into finding a mentor, said, I will work for free, sir. Please teach me what you know. And he said, I've been waiting, put the book down, 20 years to hear someone say that. Tapping into someone else's brain is something like out of Johnny Mnemonic or some shit. This is future Matrix stuff of us skipping the learning curve. Again, accelerating knowledge between all species, you know, and I mean between all humans. Sorry, not species. I ain't gonna cut it, but that's exactly what we're doing. If we're not making each other jealous on social media, then we are sharing knowledge, or we're sharing distraction, one or the other. But between the distraction, watching videos endlessly, mindlessly, like I do too, hour long, just watching things get processed in manufacturing, we like to watch those things. I also studied today that we like to watch our families. We like to watch other people's families. We are literally genetically wired to pay attention to these things. So these desires are real. They're hardwired into our DNA. It also would behoove us to learn what DNA is, to have a background in some science, to have a background in some math. And of course, we're getting lapped by China. And I had another post today where we complicate things, we complicate learning, and that's why I want to like I don't want to call it Saints English, because this new English form is a shortcut for all the other hard way of learning and the sitting there and the drudgery of mine's includes audio, visual, and memory for all of us to get that faster. Now because I love leapfrogged English and I've done it so much. I'm like, this is how I learn other languages, and let's leapfrog it. Rosetta Stone this, leaving each other that long big stone of Greek. It was Greek, Egyptian, and something else. I can't remember the third language on the Rosetta Stone, but that helped us to translate so many other documents. It's the unlocking of knowledge that, one, you're going to have to discipline yourself for, and find that discipline inside yourself to sit here for a half hour and get the jewels of a conversation, to get that kernel that gives us all results. And that's the hardest thing to get, is the results. And we have to put in our drive to get results. So a lot of us are just hoping it's going to happen. It's going to be the next conversation. Hey, next conversation away. Oi, next conversation away. But it's far and few in between, right? We have to be the ones to choose it. We get on our phones. We can choose the content. And if we're going to stay entertained, if we're going to stay numb, or we're going to step up and go get to that new level, get to that new level in your body, get to that new level. I've always wanted to see the Roman Colosseum. I've always wanted to see the pyramids in Egypt. I've always wanted to do, and not always, but just do it. Start doing the work, start doing the research, start booking the tickets, start doing the work to get the tickets, start creating the flow, that desire, that drive for finding our knowledge. And it's so many shallow people, so many lazy people, where they just don't want to move. They don't want to leave their comfort zone. And to get to the Colosseum, to get to Egypt, I'm going to have to leave my comfort zones. And I've done it so many times. I'm ready. I'm ready to reach all those things. And that's why I said it's not a maybe, or it's not an always. It's an eventuality, that it's almost an already far gone conclusion that I will be on the Great Wall of no, I already did that, sorry. Pyramids. I was thinking on top of the actual small pyramid. This is a desire of mine. Don't call me crazy, but it's what I want. And Rome and the Colosseum. I always wanted to see the Colosseum in my life. So my friend has a restaurant there, overlooks the Colosseum, not in the Colosseum, not in the dungeon, but overlooking it. So I'm going to go surprise him. So these are all drives, desires. Will it. Get it, learn it, absorb it, process it, keep it. And that's something that they'll never be able to take away from you again, is your knowledge. So they're not going to be able to take your desire, your drive, your knowledge, and let your boy Saints Addiction get. Now you got Saints Addiction. Let that sink in. Give them a like. Give me a like. Give it a share. Give us a share. You know, this is all about all of us. We over me. So to get a We Over Me shirt, go to Saints Anarchy. Like, follow, share. Saints Addiction. Like, follow, share. We got all the Instagrams, like pages, YouTubes, you name it, designs. Do all that. Just get in the game. Be a Saints brand. That's what we do. Light each other up. And thank you for watching. It's your boy Marky Saint. Peace and love. And as always, Chigatan. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side. Thank you for your time, and don't be afraid to share it. Peace.